Hello, dear viewers, and a very warm welcome back to our channel. It's always a pleasure to have you join us as we explore the fascinating and often intricate world of royalty. Today, we are set to delve into a topic that captured considerable attention and sparked a great deal of discussion among royal observers and enthusiasts alike. We'll be examining the timing of King Charles III's historic coronation, an event steeped in centuries of tradition, yet marked by a particular date that intertwined grand state ceremony with a deeply personal family milestone. Specifically, we're looking at how the day chosen for the king to be officially crowned, May 6, 2023, coincided with the birthday of his grandson, Prince Archie, and the ripples this created within the complex tapestry of the modern monarchy. It's a story of tradition, family dynamics, and the subtle messages that can often be read between the lines of royal pronouncements. Before we embark on this detailed exploration, if you find our content engaging and informative, please do take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest updates and discussions on all things royal. Your support truly means the world to us. Now, let us turn our attention to the events surrounding King Charles III, and a date that will forever be etched in royal history for more reasons than one. To fully appreciate the context, we must first cast our minds back to the solemn day of September 8th, 2022. It was on this day that the United Kingdom and indeed the world mourned the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Her reign, a remarkable 70 years, was a cornerstone of stability and continuity. Upon her death, the crown passed immediately and seamlessly to her eldest son, Charles, Prince of Wales. The ancient mechanism of monarchy dictates that the throne can never be vacant. The cry, "The Queen is dead, long live the King," echoed, signifying this unbroken line of succession. Thus, Charles became King Charles III in that very moment, assuming the immense responsibilities of head of state. While he acceded to the throne instantly, the coronation, that deeply symbolic and religious ceremony where the monarch is formally invested with the regalia and crowned, requires extensive preparation. The announcement of the date for this grand occasion came in November 2022, revealing that King Charles III, the 40th reigning monarch to be crowned in such a service, would have his official coronation at the historic Westminster Abbey in London on Saturday, May 6, 2023. This was approximately 8 months following his accession, a period allowing for both national mourning for the late Queen and the meticulous planning essential for an event of such magnitude. Westminster Abbey, the venerable setting for almost every English and British coronation since William the Conqueror in 1066, was once again to be the stage for this sacred ritual. The service itself is a rich tapestry of history, religious significance, and pageantry, marking the formal investiture of the monarch with the symbols of their office and their solemn commitment to serve. However, the choice of May 6th immediately raised eyebrows and prompted considerable commentary. The significance of this date was not lost on royal watchers, as it is also the birthday of Prince Archie of Sussex, the first child of Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Let's recall the joyous circumstances of Prince Archie's arrival. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, whose spectacular wedding in May 2018 had captivated millions globally, announced later that same year that they were expecting their first child. The anticipation was palpable. Then, on May 6, 2019, Prince Harry himself shared the delightful news with the world. His wife Meghan had given birth to a healthy baby boy earlier that day. The young prince was born at the Portland Hospital in London, a moment of immense happiness for the couple and the wider royal family at the time. So, when the coronation date was declared to be May 6, 2023, which would mark Prince Archie's 4th birthday, it was viewed by many through the lens of the well-documented and ongoing tensions between the Sussexes and the royal family. Since Prince Harry and Meghan had stepped back from their roles as senior working royals in early 2020 and subsequently relocated to the United States, their relationship with the institution and certain family members had been visibly strained, punctuated by tell-all interviews and publications. Given this backdrop, numerous social media users and seasoned royal commentators quickly highlighted the convergence of these two significant events, the king's coronation and his grandson's birthday, For some, the scheduling was perceived as an unfortunate coincidence, perhaps an oversight in the complex logistics of planning a global event. For others, however, the interpretation was less benign. They suggested that selecting this particular date could be construed as an insensitive or even an antagonistic move towards Prince Harry and Meghan. The narrative quickly formed that this scheduling might overshadow Archie's special day, or perhaps even serve as a subtle yet pointed message. Omid Scobie, a biographer known for his close coverage of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, weighed in on the matter via X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. He shared his perspective, writing, "I understand that Archie's 4th birthday, also on May 6th, played a factor in the couple's decision. Expect it to be a fairly quick trip to the UK for Prince Harry, who will only be attending the coronation ceremony at Westminster Abbey. This indeed proved to be the case. Prince Harry did attend his father's coronation, but his visit was notably brief. He arrived in the United Kingdom alone, as Duchess Meghan remained in California with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, presumably to celebrate Archie's birthday. Prince Harry departed almost immediately after the conclusion of the ceremony at Westminster Abbey, foregoing other associated celebratory events. The question that lingered, and indeed continues to linger, is whether this scheduling was a deliberate act, a calculated decision with an underlying message, or simply an unavoidable consequence of complex planning. The original text notes a poignant phrase: "King Charles III will likely won't let Prince Harry forget his significant day." This suggests a lasting impact, a permanent linking of his father's ultimate ceremony with his son's birth. Each anniversary of the coronation will now also be an anniversary of Archie's birthday, forever intertwining a moment of paternal pride for Harry with a day of immense constitutional and personal significance for King Charles. It creates an annual reminder, perhaps an indelible mark in the historical record of the family. Despite all the speculation and the varied interpretations, the official reasoning behind the selection of May 6 for the coronation has not been publicly disclosed by Buckingham Palace. The planning of such an event involves a multitude of factors: considerations of state, security, international guest availability, ecclesiastical calendars, and of course, tradition. On the matter of tradition, it is noteworthy that there is a historical pattern for the timing of coronations. Every coronation since that of King George III in 1761 has taken place between the months of May and September. This preference for the warmer, brighter months is understandable. Better weather is generally more conducive to the large public gatherings and processions that are integral parts of the coronation festivities. Symbolically, spring and summer months can also represent renewal, growth, and auspicious beginnings, fitting for the start of a new reign. King Charles III's mother, Queen Elizabeth II, for example, was crowned on June 2, 1953, nearly 16 months after her accession on February 6, 1952. This historical precedent does provide a degree of context for a May coronation, suggesting it falls within a traditionally favored window. Nevertheless, the specific choice of May 6th, out of all the possible dates within that May-September window, remains a subject of intrigue, especially given its direct clash with a notable family birthday, and not just any birthday, but that of a grandchild with whom relations were and are complex. It is also important to touch upon another significant development concerning Prince Harry's children that occurred in the period between Queen Elizabeth II's passing and the coronation. Following the death of the Queen and the accession of King Charles III, Prince Harry's children, Archie and Lilibet, automatically became eligible for the titles of Prince and Princess. This is in accordance with the letters patent issued by King George V in 1917. These protocols state that the grandchildren of the reigning monarch born through the male line are entitled to the style of prince or princess and the prefix of his or her Royal Highness. For some time after Charles became king, there was uncertainty as to whether these titles would be formally used for Archie and Lilibet. However, in March 2023, ahead of the coronation, a spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex confirmed that Princess Lilibet had been christened and referred to her with her royal title. Subsequently, the official royal family website was updated to reflect their titles as Prince Archie of Sussex and Princess Lilibet of Sussex. This acknowledgement of their princely status, despite the family rifts and their parents' non-working royal roles, added another layer to the unfolding family narrative. It demonstrated an adherence to established royal protocol, even amidst personal and public disagreements. The coronation day itself, May 6, 2023, was a spectacle of unparalleled grandeur and solemnity. King Charles III and Queen Camilla were crowned in a service that blended ancient traditions with elements reflecting modern Britain. The eyes of the world were on Westminster Abbey, and while the focus was rightly on the King and Queen, the undercurrent of Prince Archie's birthday and Prince Harry's fleeting presence provided a poignant subplot for many observers. Was the date chosen with Prince Harry and his family in mind, either positively, negatively, or neutrally? Or was it simply the most practical and fitting date identified by the organizers, with the Archie birthday connection being an unavoidable, perhaps even overlooked coincidence? Without an official explanation, we are left to consider the possibilities. Royal institutions are known for their meticulous planning and their awareness of symbolism. Every decision, particularly one as significant as a coronation date, is typically subject to intense scrutiny and consideration from multiple angles. The outcome is that May 6th will now forever be a day of dual significance in the royal calendar: the anniversary of King Charles III's crowning and the birthday of his grandson, Prince Archie. For Prince Harry, it means that each year, as he celebrates his son, the broader world, and particularly the United Kingdom, will also be commemorating his father's ascension to the throne in its fullest ceremonial sense. This overlapping of dates ensures that the two events, and by extension, the two branches of the family, remain linked in public memory, whether that was the intention or not. It serves as a reminder of how public duty and private life are so often, and so inextricably, intertwined for members of the royal family. The choices they make, even logistical ones, can carry enormous symbolic weight and be subject to a wide array of interpretations, reflecting the deep public interest and the complex human relationships that exist even within the most ancient and formal of institutions. So, to summarize the key elements we've discussed, King Charles III's coronation was set for May 6, 2023, a date that also marked the 4th birthday of his grandson, Prince Archie. This choice of date, announced 8 months after Charles's accession following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, sparked considerable debate due to the existing tensions with Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. While historical precedent places coronations between May and September, the specific selection of Archie's birthday led to speculation about whether it was an intentional message or an unfortunate coincidence. Prince Harry attended the ceremony briefly, a decision reportedly influenced by his son's birthday. Meanwhile, Archie and his sister Lilibet had by then been recognized with their titles of Prince and Princess under the George V protocols. This convergence of events certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the delicate balance between state ceremony, historical tradition, and personal family dynamics within the monarchy. The narratives surrounding the royal family are rarely simple, and this particular instance highlights the many layers of meaning that can be attached to their public actions and milestones. We would genuinely love to hear your perspectives on this. What are your thoughts on the scheduling of King Charles III's coronation on Prince Archie's birthday? Do you believe it was a deliberate choice, a mere coincidence, or something else entirely? Please do share your opinions and insights in the comments section below. We always value hearing from you and fostering a respectful discussion. Thank you so much for joining us today for this detailed look into a fascinating aspect of recent royal history. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to our channel for more royal updates and in-depth analyses, and hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know when we release new content. We look forward to welcoming you back again very soon for our next royal update. Until then, take care and thank you for watching.